Hi, I'm Taylor. Welcome to Right Brain Affairs. This is part 4 of the Gnome family series. We're gonna do siblings and some embellishments. And as you can see, it's pretty much the same as mommy. Wait, looks like we're having a problem with brother. And other big sisters seem to want to step in and save the day. And there's mom. Mom took over. Anyway, getting back to it, we've got all kinds of fun, quick creations of siblings. They're going to match mommy mostly and baby in the pack. This is what you need, or not. All my videos are designed to be inspirational. It's not a have to. I love to work with scraps to upcycle. In this case, we've got a sweat sock from the dollar store, and we're using up some scraps from other socks. We're going to make the hat out of those 2 different socks and some other parts of the body, like her nose. Now this tween is almost matching mom, who has a lighter pink nose and ears and baby, but she's begun to take on her own personality. I don't know if your gnomes do that, but mine sure do, especially the siblings. These are ribbons, and that's a dollar store receiving blanket scrap that I'm folding up to give not only a straightness, but a little bulk, and I decide I want to make ruffles. And I'm not so sure if she didn't decide she wanted ruffles. This little tween likes glitter and stuff. Those are little dollar store beads, and she kind of did boss me around, it seemed, at that point. The bottom of that sweat sock is gray. Cover it up at the bottom, and that little ruffle did that. Now we're finishing her braids with her ribbons, which she liked. And we're gonna do brother. Brother decided he wanted really big overalls. Big, messy overalls. He also, rather than having what his father traditionally has, which is a huge red hat, that's the tradition, wanted a cap. So, out of cardboard and scraps of socks, I went ahead and drew out what I thought the cap's bill looked like. He was not happy with that, by the way. I had to change it several times. And now I'm making the bib to the overalls, having done that with the same scraps that are in his pants part. I also made pockets. He wanted really big pockets for things. And we're moving on to mask wire arms. Now, I learned something. These are fine for babies if you take the paper off. If you're making little babies' arms that need to bend in your tweens or your children, you may want to double, triple up on them. And of course, we have to have those fashionable tennis shoes with all the glitter. He really, with his big pockets, needed to emphasize his own personality. Which, with all these girls are around, I suppose I completely understand. Using again the receiving blanket from the dollar store's scraps, I make all kinds of embellishments on his clothing. And I know I never go in order, like I took a break there to trim the pockets out. And now I'm doing his sleeves, and we're back to fixing his hat with that. Here he is next to his sister. What was that? This is the next to mommy with her baby in the pack. And we've got a sibling that's going to match. The hair is pretty much identical, and now I'm just hiding the facing. Tie up her head. I've made a hat out of scraps from a sweater, fixing the facing at the bottom of her braids, which I left really long. Now I'm making her jumper. I really like the color of the sweater. I'm using 2 glue guns. One, and they're identical. One has a tip on low. The other on high is without a tip. It's like my heat gun. So here I am gluing the straps in for her jumper. And she has a personality also. She seemed to be a little more conservative than the last sibling. Picked her own buttons, making really quick the arms, which I show you in another video on appendages. I found at the dollar store these little kid packages of toys. These are kitties, and almost every sibling had a kitty. This one is holding hers tightly. Next, I added a second lace that was crocheted to the sleeves and to the bottom to cover up that gray. I thought it looked much better than looking at the gray toe. I do have an extended version of this where I get more into detail and show you things. Fist bump? What's mom and daughter doing with a fist bump? Oh, and look at that little guy. Well, sometimes brothers just need some victory. Now you know why there's a hole in that bead, so he can hold things. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.